Hello and welcome to this next video in the CCIE Service Provider Lab series. Okay, so what we're going to tackle in this one is we're going to use Ansible to add the IPv6 addresses into these devices. Now, as you know, there's about 28 devices, and you know, we don't like configuring IPv6 if we can help it. It's too long. So what I've done, I've built the interface mappings for IPv6 in some Ansible YAML files. I'll show them to you in a minute, and they will be available for you to download, as well as the actual Ansible playbook as well that's needed to run this. So as we can see, as Cisco says, all devices start with the prefix 2620:FC7. Now, what I've done for the loopbacks, you'll see in a moment, is I've done exactly the same. So all the loopbacks are 2620:FC7:100: whatever the IPv4 address is, because the IPv4 address of our loopbacks is 100.0.0.x/32. So we're going to use 2620:FC7:100: and whatever the x is /128. Okay, so let's clear that off the screen. Here we go. Fantastic. And let's have a look at, oh, it didn't actually delete. Give me 2 seconds. Let's delete that all off. There we go. All right, so let's have a look at what we actually have. So if we have a gander in our host files, we can see here that I've added the IPv6 addressing in here according to the actual schematic that Cisco has provided for the actual practice lab, and that's the same for all of the actual devices. So they're all in the host files. I said I will provide them on my website for you so you can download them. And regarding the template itself, you may have seen earlier on, for when I configured the IPv4, I just pushed it all out via Ansible. We're going to do exactly the same thing. So we have a template here for our IPv6, just telling us, you know, where in the actual YAML file do you actually located. Okay, so let's have a look at the playbook. So playbook's relatively simple. It's just going to read from the actual template that we have there. Our template's IPv6 J2, and it's going to push the IPv6 configuration. So let's clear what's on the screen and let's get that cracking and see what happens. So the Ansible playbook, and it's IPv6 add.yaml. Let's have a little look and see what it does now. Okay, so it's connecting to all the devices. Fantabulous. And now it's trying to push the actual IPv6 configuration out. Okay, looks like it's put a change on some of the devices already. This is good. I said we don't like to, if we can help it, be putting all these configurations in manually onto the routers. Anything that can improve our speed and accuracy is something that we need. Unfortunately, when you do take the actual exam, you won't be able to do this, but to my knowledge, all the IPv6 and IPv4 addressing will be pre-configured anyway. This is only for if you want to do it in your actual lab to practice. So just wait a few more moments for this to go through. I said there's quite a few devices that we're configuring, but it looks to be going well so far. Just give it a few moments. Okay, so it looks like it's made a load of changes. Let's have a little look now. No, that's not the one I want. Let's have a look on the PX1, and let's do a show IPv6 interface brief. Hey, there we go. We now have some addresses. So we have our loopback address, which is what we want. We have our Giga Ethernet 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, That is brilliant. So if we choose, let's say CE1 here, we can see that user automation's exited out, so that's good. Let's do enable. Let's do show IPv6 interface brief. Okay, fantastic. So we can see that we have addresses on here now already. Okay, so Gig Ethernet 2, that's down, so that will need to actually come up. Let's just double check. Show IP interface brief. Okay, the two's not doing anything, so we need 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. Let's do show run interface, and let's do G1. Okay, so it's not putting anything on G1. Let's have a look at G2. Yeah, let's put one on G2. G3. Okay, so we have our IPv6 on G3. LO0. We have our IPv6. Okay, so script is working as intended. However, you know, there's obviously a minor error that's down to me for the way I would have configured the actual host variables. So let's do a show IP interface brief again. Okay, so it should be 1, 3, 4 and 6. So show IPv6 interface brief. So 1 we didn't assign, 2 is down, 3, 4 and 6. All right, so if I was to have a quick look here at the host variables for XCE1, so XCE1, where are you? Yeah, see, I done 2. 2's not being used, so that should have actually been Gig Ethernet 1, 3, 4. Yeah, so I will amend these anyway, so when you do come to download them later on, they will be 100% correct. But as we can see, the script works fine, the templating works fine. Just need attention to detail when building the actual YAML files, but I'll include them once they are actually corrected. But anyway, a nice easy way to add our IPv6 on there. Let's have a quick look while we're here at let's take the overlay off so I can actually click on it. Good thing with EVE-NG and PNet is that you can map all of these nodes to the actual correct routers and switches within your actual topology itself. So you can use pictures, so I can use like an overlay here, or I can use, let's say, the BGP overlay here if I want to, and I can map all of these, so I could click on them. I've not mapped them yet because I'm lazy really, but let's have a look and see what's happening with one of the other devices. Let's have a look at XPE2 because that's quite a big one. It's got a lot of connections to it, and so a show IPv6 interface brief. Okay, and we can see that our loopback is there. Gig Ethernet 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, that's absolutely fantabulous. Okay, so we'll leave it there. I will amend the 1 or 2 hosts that are slightly incorrect and then push that out again, so when I upload them to the website later, you will have the corrected host files and you'll have the script as well to actually run these, so you can apply to all like 29 devices your IPv6 configuration. Wonderful. Look forward to seeing you in the next one when we'll start building out the likes of our IGPs on this.